Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to experience is power of streaming radio. VMC Planet Radio.
Hey, iyona platinum morning yale.
Ndiyona ndisho yamagwena.
Hayi ndingakayona le one.
Ndiyona platinum morning.
This is your number one breakfast show in the whole planet, Platinum Morning.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, good morning, Fede. Yeah, man, that Adele songs gets me all the time. Like every day, it shy. I'm not sure if in shy the same way in Shanga Corner, but yeah, man. Otherwise, today it is the 2nd of February, the love of month. About July, yeah, asinchela silly. Yeah, man, but otherwise, the song that just played was called Set Fire to the Rain, a song by Adele, and when I put me in the year 2011 under the album 21 rather, under the album called 21. Yeah, man, that song, I wonder what it's about. Think about your vocally every time it's lazy in touch, man. And yeah, and before that we had Stay Shining by Ricky Rick. Yoni Pume under the EP Stay Shining. And it was released in the year 2017. That song Yoni featured Major League, Ali Keys, Casper Nyovest, as well as Professor, the legendary Kwaito Star. Yeah, man, otherwise if it's your birthday, man, just let me know. Mfoneling, SMSing, WhatsApping, or whatever on 062-450-8619. Bese nginganwishela ibirthday nganculela. Or if it's your loved one as well, you can do the same. Just notify me. Bese ngizondi yenzela dayidengi. Yeah, otherwise, if you are new on the show, do be expecting my top stories, city entertainment news worldwide. But the very last segment to sort it today in history. Marage, if you are interested, go to Gwenzagalani Egseni. Apparently, kubulalwa abantu abayi-4 in a men's hostel. KwaMashu, eKwaZulu Natal. And then, apparently, according to the former FIFA president, Mr. Blatter, we won't be expecting a World Cup on this continent in his lifetime. Yeah, so if you want to have ratings, you will stay tuned. Let's say another chat is Beyonce, apparently Ukabe Africa. We will tour, yeah, okay? Yeah, that one gets me all the time. Beyonce is always inspired by the continent, Mara. Agas Chegeli. If you want to have a good song in those regarding those, you will stay tuned. Beseni sizwe full story sakona. Yeah, Marage, do enjoy this Thursday. It is a throwback Thursday. And Ikamala Zuko. Zuko_IV on all social media platforms. So let's throw it back, yeah? I feel it.
Kanyi wasbali jonga. Man's panzi. Irufiwile.
Yeah, man, that was a song titled The Business. And it is by Major League DJs and feature Ricky Rick, Casper Nyovest, Nosia Shezi. What a throwback, man. What a type. And it has this, remember there was this sub-genre called New Age Kwaito. Yeah, man, they tried putting us on, man. Those twins, yeah, they really tried. They tried creating, and it was vibe, man. Like back then, we tried by all means to separate ourselves from the Western market. Like, do you understand that year in hip hop, like in SA hip hop, like SA hip hop was booming to a point. Big Beefa, Utrik, no McNeil. We didn't even pay attention to that beef. Like, that was a beautiful year, man, for South African hip hop. Now, again, otherwise, at this year. So, the very first outlet, Yama Top Stories this morning. Apparently, that was Pumizolo. KwaZulu Natal, ne? Amaphoyisa athi izolo busuku ukuthi kubulalwe abantu abayi4 at a men's hostel kwaMashu. So this was located in north of Durban, ne? Yeah, so kunabantu abayi3 abafile on the scene, while umuntu wabis4 yena wasakhama kwama-gunshot wounds at a local clinic. So 5 others have been rushed to a clinic after sustaining gunshot wounds. And 20 armed suspects apparently stormed a hostel and they opened fire on victims. And someone says, so the KwaZulu-Natal police spokesperson Robert Nenchwinda Ati, 4 people were shot and killed at KwaMashu Men's Hospital on Wednesday afternoon. 3 people were declared dead at the scene, whereas the 4th one succumbed to his injuries at the local clinic. Yeah, so the spokesperson said Uguti amaphoyisa was still investigating circumstances around le ndaba lezi. Yeah, man, quite sad. And I wonder what's the motive, man. Like, was it a robbery? All eyes on me. I should actually line that one up. But again, I wonder what was the cause. What was the motive? Was it a robbery? Was it a hit? Were they looking for one specific person? Was it a feud? Yeah, man. I think there indaba sesophuma ukuthi kwenzakalani eKwaMashu a men's hostel. But again, moving on. So Sepp Blatter, right? Who happened to be the former FIFA president. I believe ukuthi there'll be another FIFA World Cup on African soil in his lifetime. So yeah, he made the remarks in an exclusive interview no Robert Marawa on his newly launched show Lapha in 947. In a wide-ranging interview, it touched on topics such as current FIFA president Gianni Infantino, the Qatar hosting a World Cup with 2022, and the Netflix documentary titled FIFA Uncovered. So Blatter was the president of a global football body from 1998 to up until 2015, and began in charge of the organization when South Africa announced to host the tournament back in 2010. So yeah, he has much praise for the 2010 South African World Cup. The shift in towards the Asian and Middle countries, he notes and adds that is about to add imali. So Krenshapati imali is focused on the Asian and the Middle Eastern. And yeah, I think maybe that's why these tournaments are over there, because apparently they have money. But football should never be for everyone, he emphasizes. So yeah, the 86-year-old Upinde Ati, the current FIFA president, is destroying his legacy and has no respect for Blatter and the organization. And in a starting interview, Blatter accused the current administration of sponsoring the Netflix documentary FIFA Uncovered, which sought to explore the organization Chega history and allegations of corruption. So yeah, and one thing I remember about the documentary, apparently the people they would use for example, apparently in Qatar, a lot of people died while building those stadiums, man, and it was hidden by media and stuff. Like, a lot of people are exploited, actually, and it's quite sad. At the end of the day, I want to buy bananda. Like, they just wanna be entertained, and FIFA has that much money. Guti, it's just FIFA. Yeah, man. But yeah, he had no further comment on good documentary except to say that they will come back with the truth one day. And he knows that Uguti, this is not good for football, and it is also important to tell Ivar amaqiniso, they say. Yeah, man, Marage, catch me on the second half. Gule wi yabo.
Ingabe uno-grade 10, ugrade 11 noma ugrade 12. Lokho akunkinga. I-VMC Academy iyakwamukela. Sinezifundo ze-IT kanye ne-media. Sine-technical support, software development, sound engineering, film and TV production, advertising kanye ne-journalism. Ukwazi kabanzi noma ukuthola imininingwane ethe xaxa, shayela kule nombolo u-011 051 5155 011 051 5155 noma uthumele i-email kuleli kheli admin@vutlarimarketing.com admin@vutlarimarketing.com. VMC Academy, creating employers and employees.
Hello, I hope you're right. I hope you're relevant. Nimsoso guide on is super fragical ni aspaladacious.
Sanibonani balaleli emakhaya ngegama ngudela umsizi udla unye nomhlophelisa inkomo zikababa umkholozo mangobetshana intwana sekasi intwana semvotsha 1685 ubhudo amavos farhena ubhudo amagol 7.
What's up everybody? This is Shlano Bright Mayimele.
It is of course your girl Sin Delicious Mdana or Delicious.
Welcome to the VMC Planet and this is Evan Flair.
Catch me on VMC Planet Radio every Saturday from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. The name of the show is VMC Chat Corner with me, Shlano Bright and Lady Z.
A show that starts
Every Sunday from 12 till 3 o'clock.
la kwa VMC.
Tuchoyoyo, Shamini Radio.
Mwah!
Thank you, thank you.
What a time, man. That was Ameni by Miss Pro featuring MT Saudi's Java Fifi
Hello, I
Cooper.
hope you're right. I hope you're relevant. Nimsoso guide on is super fragical ni aspaladacious.
Sanibonani balaleli emakhaya ngegama ngudela umsizi udla unye nomhlophelisa inkomo zikababa umkholozo mangobetshana intwana sekasi intwana semvotsha 1685 ubhudo amavos farhena ubhudo amagol 7.
It is of course your girl Sin Delicious Mdana or Delicious.
Welcome to the VMC Planet and this is Evan Flair. A show that starts
Every Sunday from 12 till 3 o'clock.
la kwa VMC.
Mwah!
Thank you, thank you.
Traffic.
There is roadwork in the N1 southbound. There is roadwork after the ramp from the Flying Saucer interchange, and 2 lanes and 1 left shoulder is blocked. And near Olifantsfontein, there is roadwork in the RR21 northbound, and after the ramp from the area, the 3 left lanes blocked. And in Johannesburg, in the N3 northbound, there is a crashed there's a crashed vehicle before the ramp of the M2, and there's a left shoulder blocked. And in the Johannesburg south side, there's traffic there as well, so be aware of that.
Traffic.
It's time for Sports Blitz Bulletin on VMC Planet Radio.
Yeah, so the fixtures in the PSL, tomorrow's games, right? So tomorrow in the 6 in the afternoon, Swallows will be versing Richards Bay, and 7:30, Maritzburg United will be versing Amazulu. And then on Saturday, 3:30, there are a lot of games. The most exciting one would be Orlando Pirates versus Mamelodi Sundowns. And then there's also Golden Arrows versus Royal AM, Chipa United versus Stellenbosch. And then later during the day, you will have Super Sports United versus Cape Town City. And on the 8 o'clock evening, we have Gallants versus Sekhukhune United.
It's time for Sports Blitz Bulletin on VMC Planet Radio.
That voice is too powerful. It is so powerful, man. But anyways, yeah, the song is just full of legends, man. It's an Oskido featuring Thandiswa Mazwai, a song titled Ayazizela, and it features Unsika Nganga. Yeah. What Nganga? You I feel, yeah, we move. Yeah, so yeah, man, like I was saying, man, that song is legendary, bruv. Like only legends. Oh, I feel like I understand. And I'm surprised Horo Terioza knows the song, man. I've heard the song before, but I'm just shocked to Guti. he played it before. I thought of playing it on VMC, man. I feel that he has good music. He has nice taste in music. Marage askwe indaba. So yeah, uBeyonce ne indaba ziphume izolo ukuthi uBeyonce uzothora around umhlaba in the year 2023 kupromote i-album yakhe ebizwa Renaissance ne. Yeah, so she also made a much anticipated announcement kuma social media izolo. And le announcement le iphume ngepicture yakhe agqoke izinto disco ball cowboy hat on a silver horse. So yeah, this is the Cuff It Hitmaker's 7th studio album, which has been topping ama charts globally since iphuma le album le back in July 2022. So the announcement iphume after a performance yakhe lapha United Arab Emirates, which caused a bit of stir after she didn't perform any of her new songs. And the album is created from sounds from house music queer roots lapha Chicago. And but none of those songs made it on the stage at the exclusive invite-only opening of the Atlantis, the Royal Resort. And it is illegal to be homosexual at United Arab Emirates, and the artists draw heavily from influence from the continent, which is Africa, including Kenya-born Somalian Britain poet Wosan Shire and Pantsula dancers. Yeah, yo. Before ngivule debate, apparently big debate I was involved in the other time years ago. But ipantsula iphume Kenya, abanye bathi no ways, abanye baklima eMozambique, thina South Africa sithi hayi ningazosishaya. Mara ke yeah, but the African countries are unfortunately not on Beyonce's itinerary again, and yet told us so much influence from the continent. So usigabevie, that's my issue, and I think the melesi ikhathi as a society ukuthi why njalo ama artists athatha inspiration from thina, but then makuza the tour dates bayasigaba. So yeah, she also has to come in South Africa as part of a 2 festival, the 4664 Nelson Mandela Tribute Concert lapha at Cape Town in 2003 when she was still a member of Destiny's Child, and then again for a Global Citizen Concert lapha Johannesburg 2018. And never had a leg of a world tour on the continent ever since. Wow, I'm like Global Citizens. That was one of 2 big guy. Well, 2003 I was so young, Umazu Beyonce and stuff. Yeah, man. So tell me, what do you think? Guti siyamyeka or siyamvuma guti azelana? I mean, guti angazilana futhi on the continent, yet she gets so much inspiration from this continent. But yeah, it's a and like athi sishaye ad break encane before siqhubeka yabo. I feel it.
Ingabe uno-grade 10, ugrade 11 noma ugrade 12? Lokho akunkinga. I-VMC Academy iyakwamukela. Sinezifundo ze-IT kanye ne-media. Sine-technical support, software development, sound engineering, film and TV production, advertising kanye ne-journalism. Ukwazi kabanzi noma uthola imininingwane ethe xaxa, shayela kule nombolo u-011 051 5155 011 051 5155 noma uthumele i-email kuleli kheli admin@butlarimarketing.com admin@butlarimarketing.com. VMC Academy, creating employers and employees.
That was a throwback, man. Abantu baba, they like the track le entsha ega Kulicha ega aka rather than Kulichana, I believe it's called Prada. But to shot someone on that song, which is Burna Boy. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Hit me up and let me know. Maragi, otherwise that song is called Baddest, and it is a song by AKA featuring Kulichana. Burna Boy, as well as Younger Chief. Please say the Chief. Asho kanjalo. Yeah, man. But then continuing on my top stories in this hour. So there are 3 counts of murder. Indaba eziphume izolo. So the NPA, also known as the National Prosecuting Authority, issued a new indictment with case against a pediatric surgeon and Wits University professor emeritus Peter Bale. Yeah, so with addition charges of murder related to children who operated, as well as further details around what state believes ukuthi was a motive perform a surgery and says were not necessary. So according to new indictment, Bail began involved with investment scheme in the 2000s, where ended up a suffer significant financial loss, and he allegedly recklessly and fraudulently undertook unnecessary pediatric surgeries to re-establish his financial position. Jeez, man, that's intense. That's intense. And it's been going on for a while, since the 2000s. My gosh. So he first found himself on my headlines lapha June 2019 when he featured on the News 24 story a detail ukuthi one mother's search for answers in the wake of the death of her daughter. So the 21-month-old had died at Mediclinic Morningside ngenyaka we 2016 following a surgery to treat acid reflux, which the doctor performed on her. So then news broke ukuthi another 10-year-old boy's death following the same surgery performed by the same surgeon, this time at the Nedcare Park Lane Clinic back in October 2019. And in December 2019, the surgeon and anesthetist Abdullahi Munshi were criminally charged over the 10-year-old boy's death. Bapira Johannesburg Magistrate Court on culpable homicide charges, and Bebaba granted a bail at 10,000 each. So Umunshi, however, was killed in a hit-style shooting Lape Orange Grove back in September 2020, and no one has, as of yet, been arrested of imeda yake. So last year, the initial charge against the surgeon was changed to imeda, an additional charge of culpable homicide in connection with the 21-month-old who died back in 2016 was added. Yeah, man. So now the second charge has been to change the murder, and in addition, the surgeon was now also being charged over the death of yet omunye umntana, but this time a 3-year-old boy. So the new indictment was presented in the High Court back in Johannesburg, Izolo, when Bail made another appearance in the dock. Yeah, man, what's going on with the surgeon, man? Like, everyone he handles minors or whatever, like they all die and stuff, like, and I wanna search this term because there's something I didn't understand about this article. So what I wanna search is wow. What I wanna search is pediatric surgeries. Give me the definition of it. I really want to understand what's this guy's motive and why I want to Bafa is being charged about. So yeah, I got it. Pediatric surgery. So pediatric surgery is a subspecialty of surgery involved in surgery of fetus, infants, children, adolescent, and young adults. Yeah, man, someone should check on this surgeon. Yeah, man, there's a dark cloud looming over him, man. Marage, yeah, the time is 7:51 and it is game. It is time. Isikhathi sama-top stories isiphelile. And if ever you have an opinion, lezi zinto lezi sinceda ukuzidiscussa vandag this very morning, do hit me up on 0624508619. Do hit me up there. And yeah, man, just a quick recap ukuthi bekwenzakalani. We spoke about the 4 people that were killed lapha hostel, in a men's hostel lapha eKwamashu back in KwaZulu-Natal. And then we further went into the former FIFA president Blatter athi akaboni ukuthi kuzoyenzakala another World Cup on this African soil just as long as he lives in his lifetime. And he also went in deep about the documentary and what the current president is doing to tarnish igama ye FIFA World Cup and stuff like that. So yeah, and then starting up Beyonce ukuthi yet again on this, because she's going on a tour, a world tour, to promote the album yakhe called The Renaissance. And even though it is highly influenced by Africa, akasazwakali futhi yet again. And then the last one was this surgeon guy called Peter Biel. Unama 3 counts of murder and 2 counts of fraud. Yeah, under sponsor, so ushama surgery onto people, children, adolescent, young life, whatever. And for some reason, bayasweleka for some reason, man. Marage, moving on. Today, in the next hour rather, we'll discuss news in entertainment worldwide. So yeah, the time is 9:57. 9:57. Where am I getting this time? Y'all are making me nervous all of a sudden. Yeah, so the time is 7:53, and we have 7 more minutes to head up until 8 o'clock. So if a lady just give up, man. You have 7 minutes to get there. Marifi abon guti late and fair. Just accept your faith rather than speeding. Ingoba speed kills, man. If I go for somebody else and hopefully aksi yako yabo. But again, moving on to the next segment, sizokhuluma ngo Unathi Nkai no Justin Torin bazophuma lapha Star 91.9 FM. So ngizotshela ngama reasoning behind that. Bese ke sizoyenza sokhuluma ngembe actress Unaidu who flags fake WhatsApp account. So yeah, I will let y'all know about tidings in the next couple of minutes. But otherwise, ikamala Zuko _IV. The next song Lala is dedicated to a special someone. Ongenza Shy.
It's CT on the beat.
Hi, pleasure to meet you.
Have officially entered the second hour. Feed him. Yeah, man. Otherwise, what you should be expecting from the hour is entertainment news worldwide. Sitkatuk vale my top stories. Yeah, man. Moving on. The previous song at Katukdala is actually called Brown Skin Girl, and it is a song by Beyonce, Saint John, and Wizkid. Puma in the year 2019. And yeah, this one was used for a soundtrack for The Lion King, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was used for The Lion King. And I am so shocked I haven't watched that movie. It's like every time is a notepad and write down a list of movies that I wish to watch. So I can watch them. Yeah, man, and the song before that one was Let It Flow by Shane Eagle. In the year 2017 under the album called Yellow. If y'all remember the music video, it was crazy, bruv. Whoever was editing that, in fact, that whole production crew, if anwinanga something that yeah bayanmonela shem bayanjelasela marada wazafiri kamala muzuku athi singene to the segment singasa waste isikhathi yabo Firi. So otherwise yeah indaba eziphume a couple of hours ago a local TV star as well as radio personality Unathi Nkayi has announced ukuthi uzohamba lapha from Star 91.9 FM at the end of the month. Yeah, so Unathi joined the station last year to co-host the All-Star Drive alongside Justin Turain. So Turain will also be leaving the station. The two by announcer Linda Balezi on a joint Instagram post, and it quoted as "Goodbye and thank you." They wrote on to their supporters. So February serves as our last month as co-host of the All-Star Drive on the Star 919 FM. And we've had a great year together with you on air and on the gram, and we are very grateful for the wonderful moments we've shared with you, read the post. And the broadcasters also revealed ukuthi they had decided not to extend their contracts at the station and wished them the best. So boy two spoke highly of each other in their comments kulama post lawa, and it looks like they won't be losing touch with each other after their working relationship iphela. Yeah, I think it's on a good note. And Konja, why did Unathi leave that other station again? Was it cause of Usizwe or was it cause updating? I mean, I lost track of these things. Yeah, so Will Smith Martin Lawrence rather, but confirming Bad Boys 4. And for some reason I'm not excited for this one. Bad Boys 3 disappointed me. Last Puma Konagu 1 and 2. That was fire, man. So yeah. So but the movie is in the works, and the pair shared goods in a video on social media. Bazo reunites for the fourth film in the franchise. Follow up on the third Bad Boys for Life, which Yoni Pume, the third one Yapuma on in the year 2020. So go Instagram clip Smith begat shooter heading to Lawrence's house Emoteniaki, which he plays a song Shake Ya Tail Feather by Uneli, Sean, Diddy Combs and Murphy Lee from the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack, as he gives fans a hint about what is to come. He told the camera, "I wish I was not knowing what I'm about to show me." So yeah, I wonder who's gonna direct the film, man. Is it Michael Bay? Maybe for Michael Bay, maybe I wonder who directed the third one. So yeah, Will Smith then arrives at Lawrence's house, and the pair embrace, both saying it's about time, followed by Bad Boys for Life. And during the clip, Will Smith they shouldn't have called the third movie Bad Boys for Life. Ingoba, it would have worked better for a film as a play of words on the number 4. And he explained we shouldn't have called it that though. And the 3 was the E, but this is Bad Boy 4. And oh yeah, I get it. I get what he's saying. So if Bad Boys 3 was called Bad Boy for Life, right? Not knowing what took Pumi 4 and what Pumi 4. So the fourth one was actually called Bad Boys for Life, that would play on 4. I'm not sure if you get it. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. Marage ating in Shangali Zulu 8 bekete soti music abo.
Ingabe uno-grade 10, ugrade 11 noma ugrade 12, lokho akunkinga. I-VMC Academy iyakwamukela. Sinezifundo ze-IT kanye ne-media, sine-technical support, software development, sound engineering, film and TV production, advertising kanye ne-journalism. Ukwazi kabanzi noma uthola imininingwane ethe xaxa, shayela kule nombolo u-011 051 5155 011 051 5155 noma uthumele i-email kuleli kheli admin@vutlarimarketing.com admin@vutlarimarketing.com. VMC Academy, creating employers and employees.
Yeah, man, that was a song by Saint John. A song by Saint John titled Roses Remix. And the remix feature Future Hendrix. And yeah, man, that's one of my favorite songs, man. Like, yeah, and fun fact, Saint John is one of the ghostwriter Yaga Rihanna. So if ever you're a Rihanna fan, I think you are bound to enjoy Saint John. And also I also heard who's this Saya. Saya is also like one of Rihanna's ghostwriters. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, man. And Saya has a tendency of sounding like Rihanna, or is it the other way around? Anish Debi. Yeah, man, otherwise the time is 8:16 and it is the 2nd of February 2023. Yeah, singenile kule month of love. Yo, basazothengisela ama roses, sobona ama picture, abantu abageza nama roses. People are gonna get each other ama copy and stuff. But yeah, man, let's go into the entertainment news worldwide. So in indaba eziphuma izolo ne uNaidu, an actress from MBU, right? She recently took wama social media accounts kuinforma abangani bakhe, ama-fan wakhe nama-follower wakhe ukuthi she has had her online identity stolen. Yeah, so uNaidu uphinda ashare ukuthi kune-hacker then made a fake WhatsApp account esebenzisa her Instagram profile picture and was also so bekacela abantu ukuthi so le hacker le icela abantu ukuthi ba-invest imali kwi-trading, promising great returns. Yeah, man, that's quite sad, man. Imagine being hacked and yo, and uzomtholaphi lo muntu lo okuhikile, uzomtholaphi, abantu bazoblima wena. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Yeah, so ubhale ku-Instagram social media, ubhale ku-social media yakhe ukuthi, please note, this is not me. It is a fake profile. I'll never ask anybody to invest money into anything. Please ignore or report these fake accounts. Do not entertain it in any way. I hope I'm not some cap logs. So that's why I felt the need to grasa. I am too calm and collected to grasa. Apparently I'm grassi. I'm funny. It's off brand, is what the boy is saying. So yeah, she added that she had received a message abaya from abantu ababaya asking whether the profile uyena. And yeah, she emphasized that it's not me. They are using my Instagram picture pretending to be me, and there are so many other fake TikTok accounts as well, using a variety of my pics from my Insta and Facebook accounts, and my name as well, passing it off as me. So yeah, that's what's happening in this woman's life right now. Like, she's caught into the dilemma there. So I'd say this one in particular takes you straight to go WhatsApp, no with my IG picture, again pretending to be me, letting y'all into investing money to trade that will apparently give you great returns. Again, it's not me. Please be careful and aware of these frauds. I'm appalled at how devious some people can be. I forgot the emoji, the angry face. For some reason, I can't take you serious. Mangsenele emoji angry face, and that's how mukotega mampela. Like, your anger drew you to look for the emoji there. Aye. Yeah, so it kept shini phela kanjalo, man. And yeah, she took a screenshot of these numbers. Lama number lao in case you have them on your person. Nah. I think so yeah, so an online identity theft is becoming rife as Unaidu is not the only celebrity to go through this thing. And apparently leyenza ngokuthi Jay-Z nge-31st zaka January nayo ahambisa ama story wakhe, and yeah, I think she got hacked. I think he found a grand. but his DJ Zinhle took to Instagram stories to post that her WhatsApp booking line had been hacked. Oh yeah, her booking line was hacked. So yeah, man, happened to the likes of Zinhle and many more. So guys, bengifuna ukutshela ukuthi do be careful ngalezi zinto lezi ingoba they are real, man. And cela ningabi gullible, man. Njengoba umuntu ufaka ipicture yakaZuko, don't think ukuthi uZuko no uzoni funa imali for izinto for whatever reason, yabo. And I say Zuko ngoba in my eyes I am a celebrity. Mara ke athi sivaye so ngithola on the other side, yabo. Firi.
The right direction. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, man, that was a song by Cly. Apparently, Cly stands for Keep Love Young. Yeah, man, that song, it put me back in the year. What year was that? Back in the year of 2016, and it features an artist called UYC. And they put my under an album titled Climax Re-Up. And then before then, we had Umsebenzi Wethu, a song by Lady Doom, Pura Zuma, Mr. Jezik, Pastor 929, No Risma Lisa. I forbid a song of the year, man. We can debate that one all we want. For me, that song, song of the year, man. But otherwise, the time is exactly 8:30, man. And yeah, man, let's take it to sports. Wang Tol. Let's take it to traffic first before sports.
Traffic.
So in Centurion, there is an incident in the N1 southbound. There is a stationary vehicle after the N14 ramp from the N1 Braakfontein southbound. So the one right lane is blocked as well as the right shoulder. And near Tembisa, well, rather near Olifantsfontein, there is a crashed vehicle and there is a blockage within the R21 northbound. In Johannesburg South, there is an incident near the N12 eastbound. There is a stationary vehicle before ramp to Komaru, and all lanes are open. And there is a stationary vehicle in the N1 southbound, Braakfontein southbound, and the one right lane is blocked. Near Four Ways, there is an incident in the N1 northbound. There is a stationary vehicle after the ramp of Malibongwe Drive. So there's one right lane and one right shoulder is blocked. And that's it for on traffic. Catch me in the next hour.
Traffic.
It's time for Sports Blitz Bulletin on VMC Planet Radio.
Yeah, man. Welcome to Sports News on VMC Planet Radio. So the match day this weekend, Galaxasa, run about 10 o'clock. They will be expecting a match, Chelsea versus Fulham. And then on Saturday, the 4th of February, to be exact, around about 2:30, Everton will be versing Arsenal. And on Saturday, 5 o'clock, there are like 5 matches. Yeah, they're like 5 matches. The first match would be Brighton versus Bournemouth. And then there is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, Brentford versus Southampton, Wolves versus Liverpool, and then Aston Villa versus Leicester City. And then around about 7:30 in the evening, Newcastle will be versing West Ham. And on Sunday, 4 o'clock, Nottingham Forest will be versing Leeds United. And then later that day, around about 6:30, Manchester City will be versing Tottenham. Tottenham. So that's it on sports.
It's time for Sports Blitz Bulletin on VMC Planet
Yeah, man. Otherwise, it is now 8:33. It's time for the Platinum Classics for the Platinum people on the Platinum Mornings with the Platinum radio host. Everything platinum with platinum. Okay, let me calm down. Let me calm down, man. Otherwise, yeah, the Platinum Classics is dedicated to Keenan Forbes, otherwise also known as AKA. Yeah, the world is yours, baby. Yeah, man. Otherwise, that was a whole Platinum Classics dedicated to the legendary Keenan Forbes, otherwise also known as AKA. And igama lengoma esicethe ukuyidlala is called All Eyes on Me. And feature Burna Boy, the Les, as well as JR. And before that, we had a song called Dreamwork. And it features Uyanga Chief. And then the very first song was The World Is Yours. That's where Ubonang's Bam was like on our screen. Yeah, on the music video. If I'm not specific enough on the music video. Maraga, yeah, man, the time is 9:50 and besenza ama entertainment news worldwide. And yeah, man, just briefly, what's this? Oh yeah, what's happening worldwide now? So there's this a rapper called NBA Youngboy. So NBA Youngboy is known. Yes, I don't wanna say this, but I'm gonna say it. A lot of people say this guy is the best rapper of all time. No Tupac. He outsold Kendrick Lamar. He outsold J. Cole. He outsold Drake. He outsold like so many. So yeah, and they say he's the new age Tupac. A lot of people. So yeah. So Ati Youngboy says it troubles him to know fans and kids included might have heard music wake and also he labor influence to harm other people. And yeah, he holds himself accountable for his own. And if you know this guy's music, man, like he really goes on like violence and everything. So eventually conscious caught on to him. The 23-year-old, he admit he can't lyrically rewrite like all his wrongs as a street rapper, but to take it day by day and ekugcineni uzoba ilento afuna ukuba yiyo. So Youngboy come offense shortly after the new year with a bombshell who shot a long-time girlfriend and the mother of 2 of his kids, and doesn't seem to be done with divinity. And yeah, he's been under house arrest for so many years and found a newfound peace while residing in Utah and getting close to missionaries from Esontweni, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and plans on getting baptized with them once Amampoisa clear him to be outside without monitoring. So yeah, man, I think he went through a lot of self-introspection because he's under arrest, is under house arrest. And yeah, man, he's getting married, baptized and stuff like that. And we are solar as it was in the past. And yeah, man, I'm glad he's kind. And I hope, judging from the story, man, like he seems like sober now. Because if there was one thing about this guy would take a lot of lean, like lean epaya. Marage, otherwise, man, that's it on entertainment news worldwide. In the next couple of minutes, so in the 9th hour of the day, I almost said of the show, what happened today in history. So yeah, just to briefly let you know, the apartheid leader P.W. Botha resigned on this day, and then FW declared announced the release of Nelson Mandela and unbanner political parties on this day as well. And then internationally, there's this musician called Sid Vicious, and he looks like a rock artist. So yeah, he died on drug overdose in New York City. But if you wanna survive, do stay tuned on the next hour. So I was 2 years old when I found out ukuthi le ngoma le is by Black Coffee. Why ningangifaki styling? So it's a song by Black Coffee feature Ubusi Mhlongo igama layo Izizwe. But yeah, otherwise that's just straight to the point. The time is 13 minutes past 9 and we are about to give you what happened. We're about to give you information on what happened on this day in history. So this day in history, 1989, Botha suffers a mid-stroke, and Lili wa announce ama intention wakhe ku resign at the National Party, as the presidency of the National Party rather, while remaining state president. So resignation yakhe ishock ama colleagues wakhe and leads to an internal succession process in the party that culminates the appointment of FW de Klerk. Yeah, ila apartheid. Apartheid nigga stress. Guthi ushawe stroke. Ayikho enye. Hile evilness ngaphakathi da. Yeah, man. So yeah, he later resided over South Africa when violence and state suppression of resistance movement was at its height. So leading scholars in the field of civil military relations came to call South Africa a Praetorian state because under leadership yake, the Security Council and the military became far more involved in the daily running good state. Yeah, so zishinda baba fit. But say on this day, still in the same country like South Africa. On this day, a year later, after after Botha resigned, the following year, the exact same day, big announcement that was made by President FW de Klerk ugu release Nelson Mandela nofuthi ku unbanner ANC, otherwise fully known as African National Congress, and other parties such as PAC, Pan-Africanist Congress, as well as the SACP, also known as South African Communist Party, and nezinye other liberal movements as well. So yeah, and rumor has it he didn't do this out of his heart, man. He did it ngoba South Africa was facing a lot of pressure, like financially ngaphandle and stuff, and yeah. And I'd like to thank our forefathers for dying, man, because otherwise we wouldn't have been here without them. Although I hate the state of which the country is at right now, I also have to take back my shout out. Ingoba kumoshekile. Njengoba ngiyenza lisho le ngisemnyameni. Ngoba kuyatshontshiwa left and right. Ngara-ke, Black and White South Africans ba celebrate indaba ukuthi they were optimistic ukuthi i-country was taking a turn for equality. Yeah, so eKapa Archbishop Desmond Tutu was at St. George's Cathedral with his congregation and beba ready to celebrate the event there he considered as his second coming. Yeah, and it is believed to declare a decision yake to release Mandela and to unban among political parties was a result of the following factors. Kokuqala, South Africa had been isolated through international trade sanctions to the extent ukuthi economy of South Africa was severely impacted. Yeah, which is exactly what I just said. And coupled with this, the multiple states of emergency measures enacted by the apartheid state had consistently failed to combat the ongoing uprising. And kokugcina, enye point yokugcina, South Africa was almost totally isolated from international community in terms of cultural sporting event. Yeah, man. And one thing I once heard, Gucci, that bombed my mind was Gucci, SABC was like the birth of apartheid. Like I read here, like they were sanctioned, especially on other platforms. So SABC was born ngoba bathi yazini athi sibe ne media outlet yethu ezosinika indaba ukuthi kwenzakalani. Yeah. So that's the chat. Well, that's something that's something I heard before, and I thought I should just throw it out there, but just the cream. Which next time, mandlali said 30 seconds. Yeah, it's the information. So the milestone was followed by attention-driven negotiations. Aima would transfer power from the white minority to the majority of Abantu baseMzansi. And though it brought about democracy, this journey was not totally without obstacles. And these ranged from intensification of political violence kwezinye indawo kule country le, and to unilateral declarations by some groups to break away from Mzansi and Wafoma their own homelands. And amanye scholars have argued ukuthi de Klerk narrowly avoided a civil war that would have been disastrous for the country le and the region as a whole. So a decision ethathwe by de Klerk was not an easy one, and as he faced the opposition not only from political opponents but also from his own party, the National Party. So yeah, man, that's the chat on Today in History. Base-ke invite kwi-ad bese sobuya siqhubeka wabo. Ayifiri.
Ingabe unogret?
What a beautiful song, man. It's a peace be with you, my friend. Like, for a moment it sounded international. I'm saying because it's my first time hearing this song actually. It came out from the album Gas Java. The album dropping on Friday list. And yeah, the song is titled Peace. Peace, man. That's a beautiful song. My gosh. But again, let's go back into our segment for today. So yeah, internationally so, right? On this day in 1979, Sid Vicious wafa due to a drug overdose in New York City. So to the New York City Police Department and Medical Examiner Office, he was John Ritchie. So began at 22 Englishman under indictment for murder, but now dead for a heroin overdose in a Greenwich Village apartment. And to the rest of the world, he was known as Sid Vicious, former bassist for the notorious Sex Pistols and the living embodiment of everything punk rock stood for and against. Yeah, like I said, man, like I was assuming which is a rock artist, and I was more or less right. But yeah, he's a punk rock artist. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether this article is for or against the usage of drugs. But it just said ufiswe heroin overdose at the age of 22. And yet this last statement that I just read, but the living embodiment of everything punk rock stood for and against. What I know about rock is yeah, man. Yeah, but anyways, man, I see again itagamiso, guys. Let's try live a clean life, you know. Yeah, so his death, which likely came as a surprise to very few, is on 2nd of February back in 1979. And Sid Vicious was the last member of the the Sex Pistols, taking over fired bassist of Glenn Matlock back in 1977. And what he famously did not bring to the table was his musical ability. So yeah, he faked his way through his early gigs with the band, reportedly with his amplifier occasionally unplugged on stage by his own bandmates. And what he didn't have to fake was the attitude. So Sid Vicious was the perfect living embodiment of a punk aesthetic. A street kid who really did walk around London with a SWAT sticker, a padlocked chain around entanyweni, and a gigantic chip on his shoulder. As his good friend, the critic and author Alan Jones put it, Sid on the image alone was what all punk rests on. Yeah, so he couldn't play anything instrumentally, and he by fake as a band. They would unplug his guitar and stuff. It's weird because I see these things in movies, can't in real life. I wonder when was it exposed to good team. Vele out le cheaty system, like, cause like I know it's a big deal whenever Abu Chris Brown must mime on stage, like it's why are you miming for us? Or when Drake has a ghostwriter, it's an issue. When Kanye has a ghostwriter, whoever, it's an issue. Mara Drake, I mean, Mara, this guy, I wonder how or when was it established or put out in public. Uguti. He can't play any instrument. All he had was the image, which he took advantage of and stuff. Because I'm seeing his pictures here, man. Like, yeah, man, you know how this guy looked. He looked like an archetype. Bachung in English. He looked like an archetype. Yeah. Kind of pale, nice, swastika. Tattoo of the swastika, fagama chain and stuff. I wanna download the music, mara. I am not gonna do that. I am not interested in this genre. Yeah, man. But again, yeah, the time is 9:28. Bazalwane, ladies and gentlemen. The time is 9:28, and we are almost done with the show. Excuse me. We are almost done with the show. Before sivaya guma interlude at sivaya guma ad. Atasoboya siqhubeke ngalama segment wethu.
Iyona platinum morning yale.
Ndiyona ndisho yamagwena.
Hayi ngingakayona le one.
Iyona platinum morning.
This is your number one breakfast show in the whole planet, Platinum Morning.
Hola bafethu, it's your boy Dr. Menze.
Hi, it's me, Daddy Yose, the father of radio.
Tomila Dumila, what's up everybody? My name is Monty Sibati and I am bringing you with a banger this year.
Do catch us on your branch breeze go 10 to 1 o'clock. So bese kuphathele ezichisayo njengesiqhelo show evuthayo futhi umlilo, not the normal mlilo but the luxury mlilo.
Make sure you catch me every day, you understand? At 1 up until 3 o'clock on the VMC Talk right here on VMC Planet Radio.
You can catch me between 3 to 6, which is called Route 3 to 6, Monday to Friday. It's going to be right here at VMC Planet Radio.
Also, don't forget to catch me every Saturday, Rajaiva Kidibo Show at 7 up until 10 o'clock.
All you got to do, stream in www.vmcplanetradios.co.za. And this is how we do it. I'm out.
That's Pumayo City. Yeah, well, spero Dr. Menze. Dr. Menze, uyanyinyeva. Umnyinyevano shiya banye bevana, banye bedana. Sometimes betabana. Ngobu Dr. Menze urongo. Hayi urongo madodo fana no bongo. Hayi mandiyeka lo hlobo. Ngobu Dr. Menze nditsho lonto. Danko.
And let me tell you one thing. It's going to be the biggest, the baddest, the fattest online radio show ever.
VMC Planet Radio. Beyond tomorrow. See.
Traffic.
Yeah, so near Pretoria in the N1 southbound, there is a stationary vehicle after the ram to Rigel interview, and one right lane is blocked. And within that same area, there is sorry, ladies and gents. There are technical difficulties every day. Traffic, like I behave riding. So yeah, so in the N1 southbound, there is roadworks after Iram from Flying Saucer interchange, and there are 2 left lanes as well as 1 left shoulder is blocked. And there is roadwork in the R21 northbound And after the ramp from the Olifants Fontaine, there are 3 lanes blocked. And near Tembisa, there is an incident in the R21 southbound stationary vehicle. And after the ramp from the Olifants Fontaine, the left shoulder is blocked. So do pay heed to that. And in the other side of Johannesburg, near Rodiport, there is an incident in the N1 northbound. There is a stationary vehicle after the ramp to Malibongwe Drive, and the one right lane as well as the right shoulder is blocked. And coming back near Kempton Park, R21 northbound, there is roadworks after the ramp from the OR Tambo International. One right lane is blocked. And heading into the Johannesburg North area, there are stationary vehicles after the ramp from the Van Buren, and the left shoulder is blocked. And in the N3 northbound, there is a stationary vehicle after the N3 Elands. One left shoulder is blocked. And then in the N17 eastbound, there is a stationary vehicle after the ramp to Wits Rifle Drive, and the one left shoulder is blocked. Otherwise, that's it in your traffic for today, man. From me to you with love, and another time.
Traffic.
We got a hyena. Man, a lot was said on that song, man. A lot was said. I hope in Mamela my lyrics. I hope in Mamela. Like he went on his old former teammate, groupmate, whatever, from TKS. I think I'm like one Tukzin, whatever. And then he went for Lady Do. And then went for the president. Yeah. Kiyo nyamiega bafethu. Nyamiega. Otherwise, that's a new song called Focus 23. And it's by KU. And I think Pume last week Friday as well. And a lot was said on that song. Now again, let me continue the segment here to before Valelisa show. So on this day in 1990 in South Africa, right, the terms of reference for Harms Commission, which was inquired into alleged murders and unlawful acts to the security forces, were laid out in a government gazette. So the commission's term of reference restricted serious investigation into certain areas, and it was not allowed to go beyond a border of the country. So this applied, for instance, to the investigation into the murder of anti-apartheid activist David Webster, which could therefore not be linked to Imeda Yaga Anton Lubowski, murdered in Namibia. So, though the findings of a commission accused of the criminal justice system, it was perceived a classic example of a controlled cover-up, particularly by powerless victims who had experienced a bad at the hands of a security force. Even a government in South Africa, he realized ukuthi the commission was a failure, and the president F.W. de Klerk appointed a Goldstone Commission, which more extensive powers in 1991. Yeah, man. But on this day, 1994, right? President de Klerk announced ukuthi South Africa is a holder their first democratic elections. Yeah, so this happened on the 2nd of February 94. And Lama elections were to take place between the 26th and the 28th of April 1994. Basically, in 1922, director William Desmond Taylor was found murdered. So the police discovered the body of a film director, William Desmond Taylor, in his Los Angeles bungalow. Lieutenant Tom Ziegler responded to a call about a natural death at the Alvarado Street home of Taylor. When he arrived, Batola, ama actor and ama actresses and ama studio executive rummaging through the director's belongings. And he also found ukuthi Tyler was lying lapha ku living room floor yakhe ane bullet emqolo, not exactly suggesting a natural death. So the murder of Tyler, at the time Megana 50, became a nationwide scandal and proved to the nation's moralist of Hollywood's depravity. So two of Lama actress linked to Taylor caught up with scandal lesi. So babone ukuthi the film's career founder following the murder. And comedian Mabel Normand had been linked romantically no Taylor, but was sent to a sanitarium to recover from tuberculosis. Marathon final ukuthi uzoshona as isikhathi sihamba. So while she was away, Mary Miles Minter, a teenager at the time, became a star in Taylor's silent films and bathandana naye. Bese uCharlotte Shelby, Minister's mother, udisapprove le budding relationship yabo bebayiphethe. So after imera yakhe bekune love note ehamba ku Taylor from Minter, and she and le love letter le bayithola endlini yakhe along with her nightgown erumini lakhe. So from damning facts came to light. Minter had once tried ukuzibulala by ukuzidubula with the same type of gun ileba dubula uTaylor ngayo emqolo. So furthermore, Shelby had previously threatened the life of another director who had made pass at her daughter, and to top it off, Shelby's alibi witness it told a suspiciously large amount of money. So after the murder, so told him imali iningi after imeda yakhe, and still no one was ever prosecuted of Taylor's death, and the case remains officially unresolved. I hope a case like does not end up like this. Wow. Yeah, so many years later, in Minter's unpublished autobiography, uadmite ukuthi yena nomama yakhe wa at Tyler's bungalow ngalo busuku loya of the killing, and a famous director King Vidor utshela abantu ukuthi uMinter had ambiguously admitted that umama wakhe wabulala uTaylor after athola ukuthi her daughter at Taylor's home. Yeah, so after athola her daughter in Taylor's home, bambulala. This is according to the autobiography Yaga Minter. Yeah, deep chats, man, deep chats. Yo, this sounded like a movie that I was just reading now. Like crazy, man.
Ingabe uno-grade 10, ugrade 11 noma ugrade 12? Lokho akunkinga. I-VMC Academy iyakwamukela. Sinezifundo ze-IT kanye ne-media. Sine-technical support, software development, sound engineering, film and TV production, advertising kanye ne-journalism. Ukwazi kabanzi noma ukuthola imininingwane ethe xaxa, shayela kule nombolo u-011 051 5155 011 051 5155 noma uthumele i-email kuleli kheli admin@butlarimarketing.com admin@butlarimarketing.com. VMC Academy, creating employers and employees.
Creating employers and employees. Otherwise, that was a throwback by OMT the Hustler. Well, it's by Stogie T featuring Younger Chief. Mara, you all know why I said MT the Hustler. He literally owned that song. It has to be his song. But again, yeah, otherwise, man, if you're only tuning in now, we have like almost 7 minutes up until ngani brunch breeze. Before I introduce, I think in Shell Guti, ni miss out my top stories, sati local and international entertainment news, and then last but not least, sati whatever happened on this day in history. And otherwise, yeah, man, I think introduce a brunch breeze, Molweni.
Hola, hola.
Ninjani.
Hayi semnandi man, semnandi. Ngezwe kuba wena khamba kanjani?
Mina ngiyashisa dog. Mara mangagundinwele zami ngizoshisa grand.
Angithola njani?
Mangagundinwele.
Hey bra, it's been long overdue kanjani. Nami kanjani into edinga uba mandiyenze leyo.
Mina niyokwenza ama hairstyle esalon. Nine, do you guys also worried about
Anyway.
doing the hair?
Yeah.
Mele sibe Hey la, mele sinathi sibangene. Hey.
So vele kuba nalo nto ukuthi yazini tomorrow I wanna do my hair.
Eish, and mina bementhi ngenze last week.
Uyofumanise kuba sometimes ziyasinda nosinda into.
Hayibo engcene kanjena. Wena thina isithola ma
Like for some reason siba yellow bone man must go to gunda like angazi ngolikhona mara mina ngifika ngathi ngilayife
buzz.
No,
I'm trying to say
no, it wasn't meant to be a diss. Nah, it wasn't meant to be a diss. Like saying Ashu, yeah. But again, let's get back to it. Let's get back to the point. Abalele libe expecting ku brunch breeze today.
Nkosam is brunch breeze again. Nkosam as usual again yazi ukuthi wow, we always update you guys on trending entertainment stories, especially ngama celebrities where's Sobes Fryer, ama chiefs, and then we dipping on the sauce. Kwaye, hey, there is Nati.
Nati.
Yeah, Unati Nkai. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Uyenzeni this time?
No, are you going to uyenzeni? Uzokwenzani? What she's about to do? Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
but yeah, I think chisa, but I think for her it's good. I don't know about the fans.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on our tea today. There'll be a lot more coming.
Otherwise, yeah man, njengoba sechilo ngosazana, yeah, do tune in on us kwi brunch breeze at the hour 10 sokubeka ku 1 o'clock. Yeah, so bese kuphathele ezitshisayo trending news. After that sokuphathele words of wisdom. Bese sokubhabayisa nga top 10 evutha malangabi. Yebo.
A very interesting one. Kwayeke, it's a throwback, so we'll be throwing back to your faces. You do stay tuned. There's a music.
I feel. Otherwise, get man for nanitola usinqobile no likhona. You will stay tuned.
Hey, you call my name in full.
Hey,
I'm used to Hi, akinangxaki ayibonane after a few minutes.
I feel it. Yeah man, otherwise yeah, nisizwele ukuthi nizo expectane kule show yabo. Wena vele ni blow ni relax niziphuzele i-gin and juice. Otherwise from mina Zuko_V on every social media platform. Catch me tomorrow same time same place. Today's a Thursday, throwback Thursday. I almost said it's Konjin. Yeah, tomorrow is carry your condoms Friday. So kusasa do carry your condoms man, nibe grand, nibe desa, nibe mnandi, and ningakhohlwa uphuza i-gin and juice.